Hey guys, it's Drea. Today I have for you my hits and misses for the month of July. So yeah, I don't really have a preamble. Oh, other than the fact that I'm wearing this hat because my hair is not cooperating today. So this was one of those makeup or hair days, not both. So today you get makeup, not hair. So let's just talk about what I loved in July. I'm going to talk about a hair product, and trust me, it does work, but you wouldn't know from looking at this right now. Anyway, so I bought this about a month ago. I bought it at Sephora. It's the Alterna Bamboo Beach Breeze Dry Balm. So it's an air dry styler. Now, about a year and a half ago, probably, I was using the Bumble and Bumble, what is it called? It's another air dry styler. I'll list it if you care. But basically, this one is way better than that one. And I've gone through an entire big tube of the Bumble and Bumble one. These are basically intended to make your hair not frizzy, not like crazy when you air dry it. It's just supposed to dry in a nice smooth kind of, maybe a little bit of a beachy wave way. But if you are prone to like your hair going crazy because of humidity, it's supposed to control it. Or in my case, I always feel like when I air dry my hair, it just is really limp and it just looks like kind of a drowned rat kind of thing. So this one in particular just gives my hair a lot of body. It doesn't look like it's been blow dried, but it looks close to it. Like it looks like it's been styled, and it's just so easy to use, and it smells amazing. Like it smells so good. Okay, you guys don't care about scent because you can't smell it. But anyway, it does. This is not a cheap product, but I do think it's way better than the Bumble and Bumble one, which is also not a cheap product. And I would totally recommend this one over that one. Next, let's talk about bronzer, because I have been dying over this bronzer this month. This is from MAC. It's actually called a Sheer Tones Shimmer Blush. It's in the shade Sunbask, and it's just this real gorgeous burnt bronze look, and I've been using this pretty much every day. I think I used one other bronzer once, and I just wasn't into it. This is what it looks like. It does have a little bit of, it doesn't have any glitter in it. It has maybe the slightest bit of a sheen to it, but not much at all. I'm wearing this today in combination with everything else on my face, obviously, duh. And I just love the sunburnt look it gives me. And what I've been doing is taking this brush. This is a dual fiber brush. It's from Beauty Junkies. It's a really nice brush. And I've been, you know, just bronzing the regular parts of my face, but then I've been taking the bronzer right over the tip of my nose. And I think that's how you get the more sunburnt look, if that's what you want to go for. And I've been loving that look. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I've been loving the sunburnt look, and it's just right there that makes all the difference. So I wanted to share that tip with you. So recently I did a first, second, and third impression video where I talked about a few things that were new and semi-new to me. And one of them was this. This is the Cake and Bake Sponge from Vera Mona. I always want to say Vero Moda. I don't know why. Vera Mona, and basically this is what it looks like, this is what it's shaped like. Yes, it's dirty, but this is really great for baking if you want to do that ultra chiseled, ultra contoured look, because it's got that straight line. You can get right under your contour and carve it out if that's what you're looking for. But what I really like it for is when I'm doing my eyeshadow first, and then I do concealer afterwards. You know how sometimes you can kind of get messy? Well, because it has this straight across line and edge, it gets right up in here, and then you move over and it goes right under your wing if that's what you've done, you know what I mean? So that's why I really like it. And then of course you can bake in the same manner after you blend out your concealer. So excellent shape, and it works really well. It doesn't plump up too much, but the consistency of it is really good for blending out and giving you that nice airbrush look. Talking about that whole sunburnt look, this is the blush I'm wearing today, and I've been just dying over it. I talked about this last summer. I think this is just my go-to summer bronzer and blush that, like, I don't want to stop using these. These two things are going to have a permanent home in my everyday makeup drawer, probably to the end of September, like, if I'm honest. Anyway, this is the NYX Ombre Blush in the shade Soft Flush. It's this gorgeous coral, kind of burnt apricot looking shade, and I love it. This obviously is like one swipe with the finger, but it can be kind of sheared out, and obviously I'm wearing it today. It doesn't look crazy. At least I don't think it looks crazy. So there it is, a little bit sheared out, but I just love that tone, that burnt apricot tone. I don't know how many times I can say the word burnt in this video. Let's talk about some skincare. I know I talked about this a little bit when I hauled it, but I'm still putting it in my favorites because this is just probably one of my favorite products I've come across in the last year. So this is the Nooks. I still can't pronounce this. It's French. It's basically their multi-purpose dry oil for face, body, and hair. Okay, I went through a sample size, which was probably about 1/4 of the size of this bottle. Loved, loved, loved it. And then I had to buy the full size. I've been using this for a month. I use it every time I have a shower. I use it on my legs and just basically my arms, just to kind of like give them a little bit of a nice sheen in the summertime. This is how much I've used in a month. So it lasts a long time. It's got kind of a sprayer. So I kind of started spraying it on my body, but what I find is better is to just spray it into your hand and then rub it on yourself. Because when you spray it onto your body, it kind of splashes back a little bit, which is not cool. But this scent is to die for. And it reminds me just of summertime, of being at the beach. It's very nostalgic to me in a way. I don't know why. It takes me back in time to like summertime when I was growing up, like, you know, as a young girl, 10, 11, 12. I don't know why. There must have been somebody in my life that wore it because it's just that good. And you know how scent always triggers memories, but I love it. And then to go along with it, the Precious Scented Shower Oil. This smells so good. It's similar, but different. This has a little bit of a gold shimmer in it, very subtle, but enough when you have a tan and it's on your legs that you kind of look a little glowy. And you guys, you're gonna be sick of me saying this, but I just love the scent of these products. I just can't deal with how much I love them. Here's a sample product that I really do think I'm gonna end up purchasing a full size of because I've really been loving it. This is the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. So I got this probably at Sephora, gift with purchase type thing. This is a cream contour. You know, it's just like a cream contour stick. What more is there to say? So I put this on after I've done my foundation and concealer, before I powdered my face. I just put a little line here, and sometimes I'll do under my jawline if I'm feeling particularly bloaty that day. And then I blend it out with this, which is such a good brush. This is the e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush. It's great for blending out like cream contour. And I just blend it out, and there's my contour, like all done. It's so easy. I feel like I never really mess it up. And if I do ever go overboard, I just take like my foundation sponge or brush or whatever, and I can just, you know, it's almost like an eraser. You can erase any mistakes. So I've just been getting into cream contouring. I never thought because of my oily skin that it would really ever work for me, but this one is another favorite, and I don't even own a full size of this yet, but I just can't stop with scents lately. This is a brand new fragrance from Ralph Lauren. It's called, I think it's just called Woman. Yeah, it's just called Woman. Every time I go into Shoppers Drug Mart where they have a big tester of it, I just spray myself all over. Like if I know I'm going to the mall, I will not put perfume on because I know I'm gonna douse myself in this when I go there. Like I said, I'll list all the notes below because I'm terrible at describing it. But suffice it to say, it's like a very, very sweet scent. And I actually had like a girl in another store ask me what I was wearing, which never happens. It's just, it's a beautiful scent. ColourPop, I've been getting back into ColourPop. Well, I was never in on ColourPop, but I've been getting into ColourPop lately. And one product that I really love the formula of is their Ultra Satin lip products. I was never a fan of the matte lip products. I still am not. I don't like liquid lipsticks in general that dry out my lips. There are a few that I'm okay with, but their formula has never been a favorite for me. But ever since I tried the Ultra Satin lips, I love them. Like this is what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing Chandelier, which is this beautiful, like you can see, it's kind of a neutral, but it's got kind of a coralness to it. Like it's a kind of coral pink. Really love that. And then this one is just like so good. I'm just loving it. Little Stitches, which I found out is a reference to The Office. I think Michael says at some point in time, he goes, I'm not superstitious, I'm just a little stitious. So that's what it's supposedly named after. And this is like a kind of cool toned grayish pink, but it looks really good. Like it suits me. So I love these two products. Like both these colors are so gorgeous, and I love the way they wear. They wear a really long time, even though they are not transfer proof, but they're super comfortable. Okay, one other skin product, the Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Gel SPF 50. I've also heard this referred to as the Biore Watery Essence. That's how it was recommended to me, and that's what I searched up on Amazon. And then a bunch of different products popped up, but this is from Japan. That's where I actually ordered it from. This is a sunscreen, obviously. and it's just real great for under makeup. And if you've followed me for a while, you know that's always been a problem. It was always very difficult to find SPFs that were going to be like really long wearing that didn't mess up your makeup. Like a lot of them will make it so your foundation doesn't stick and it ends up balling up and it doesn't react well with other primers. This I have not had an issue with anything I've tried it with, and I really like it, and it's super cheap. And it also has great reviews on like skincare websites and that kind of thing. So check that out if you know, are able to order stuff online. And then this has just been so good this month. So good this month. Okay, I bought this BH Cosmetics 28 color eyeshadow palette from, where was it? From Winners. But obviously you can order it online, and I've seen it online. But I got this for 15 bucks, you guys. And it's so gorgeous. I have been wearing this to death, what I'm wearing today. So many videos this month. I did like a halo eye with just colorful shadows from this palette. So I did like the blue and purple combination, or I did this kind of peachy color with this light purple combination. Today I'm doing this blue and this purple over here. Basically, I'm just combining colorful pastel-y foiled shadows in a halo effect. And so many of you were like freaking out going, can I get a tutorial? And sure, I guess if you really want a tutorial I could do it, but it's super easy. Like, it's really just a halo eye, which means, you know, one color on the inner and outer and then another pop of color in the middle. And you can really do that with anything. But I love this colorfulness lately. Like, it's summertime, I'm into playing with color. These are such good quality. Like this blue on my eye right now, I didn't even wet it. It's just, that's how it went right on. I did wet the purple today, this kind of, well, it's kind of more of a pinky purple. I did wet that with Fix Plus right in the middle. But for the most part, like, these just go on so good, and they don't even have a lot of fallout. Like, I always do my eyeshadow first with this palette, but I've realized today I don't really even need to. Like, it really doesn't have a lot of fallout at all, which for like foiled shadows is really amazing. They're not the kind of chunky foiled shadows that crumble, but yet they still have that beautiful smoothness and pigmentation. They're just so good. Okay, I have a couple updates for you that I thought you might be interested in, and then a few fails. First update, let's talk about this. This is the Hourglass Vanish Foundation Stick. Mine is in the shade Shell. I like this, but I don't love it, and I think that might be because it's summertime. So this is like a very, well, all foundation is cream. Well, I guess powder foundation isn't cream. Anyway, I just draw it on my face and then I blend it out with a brush, and I like it. I love the way it looks. It looks beautiful. It's a nice full coverage. It just looks kind of photoshopped on your face. Gorgeous. But on me, this breaks down after a couple hours, like especially like around my nose, which is never really a huge issue for me, but it really breaks down around my nose. And then a lot of times in here, it'll get a little bit of a breakdown from my oil. So I think probably in the winter time, it'll be a lot better on me when I'm not as sweaty / oily like I am in the summertime. Overall, I do love it. I'm just gonna put it away until probably like October. And another update, I don't want to fully call this a fail. It's kind of a fail on me, but it won't be on most people. This is the Superstay Better Skin concealer from Maybelline. Mine is in the shade Light. And this is just a real kind of medium coverage, lightweight concealer. So on me, who you know, super dark circles right here, it doesn't cover them up very well. And it's just, I don't know, it's not as good as most of my concealers for being full coverage and covering up my darkness. But if you just have, you know, regular, when you don't get enough sleep and you get a little blue under your eye, it'll be fine. But for somebody who has genetic, hereditary darkness under your eye, just stay away. Another thing that is a fail on me, but probably won't be for everybody, is this. It's the Sweet Tea Bronzer from Too Faced. I tried to like this, I tried to work with it. I think I was in denial for a while that it was great, and because it's so expensive, I think I just wanted to love it. But every time I've used this and filmed a video, and I've looked back on it later, my bronzer looks so weird and unblended and just way too orange, and it just looks weird on my skin. So I think it's just my skin and this don't mesh well together. So I'll probably just declutter this and pass it on to somebody who will love it. Next thing, this Revlon Color Stay Cream Eyeshadow. This is in I don't know, 740. I don't see a name on here. But anyway, they just came out with these recently. This one is a very kind of iridescent purple silvery shade. I thought I would love this, but I just don't. This is, I don't know. Okay, maybe you can tell just how kind of sheer and see-through it is. And on the eye, like, it doesn't come off as purple. It just makes you look dead. Like, honestly, it just makes you have like a gray tone to your eye that is not super attractive. Maybe other shades in this range would be better, but this one, no, I just don't like it. And also, it's not waterproof. It's not, like, it doesn't stay all day. Is it called stay all day? What is it called? It's called color stay, but it doesn't stay. So halfway through the day, it just kind of like breaks up and goes away. But I don't know, maybe the other colors in this range would be better, but I don't like this one. Last product, and this truly is a huge fail product. Like, I haven't had a fail this bad in a while. This is the Joe Fresh Matte Primer. Joe Fresh is a Canadian brand. I don't know if they're sold anywhere in the US. They might be though, because it's a pretty big company. By the way, this packaging is big. This is only halfway full when I first bought it. That's a little bit of a pet peeve, companies that make you think that you're getting a lot and you're not. Besides the point. The point of this is, I used this the other day. I put it just in my oily spots, which is what I do with any mattifying primer, because you don't want to put a mattifying primer on normal to dry skin, because then it's just gonna ball up and flake off and whatever. So I just put it in, you know, this kind of area here, here, and on my forehead. And when I did it, when I put it on my forehead and then put foundation on afterward and powdered, you guys, it was the weirdest look. The primer had kind of oxidized the foundation and powder on top of it, so that it literally looked like I had a semicircle in the middle of my forehead, and then there was a rainbow above it. Like, there were two different skin tone colors on my forehead. It was so bad. I don't know why it didn't do that on my cheeks, but it definitely did that on my forehead, and it looked so bad. I had to wipe off everything on my forehead and just re-foundation and everything else. Like, the rest of my face was okay, but the forehead was two different colors in a semicircle. Like, it looked laughable. Those were my hits and misses for the month of July. I hope that you guys liked this video, found it useful and helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That helps me out so much. If you're new here, I'd love to have you around in the future, so definitely hit the subscribe button for future videos, and you can also hit the notification button if you want to be notified when I upload a video. But that's it for today, so I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're being kind to yourself and loving yourself, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! And basically it's so there you have it. Why do I say there you have it so much? I say it all the time. Let's talk about some skincare. Now, okay. What do I want to say to you guys? So, yeah. Okay. Okay, guys and girls and guys and dolls. Oh my god. You're so cute, Maddie. Yeah. Hi, I'm Maddie the dog. So that is it for my hits and misses today and updates. This is depressing. Man, I feel like a woman. That is terrible singing. Why do people care about that? They don't, Treya. They don't care. And I don't know why I'm so hyper, but I guess I just am today. 3, 2, 1. Why am I so annoying? 3, 2, 1. I'm not funny, am I? How else can you end a video?